Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like the videos and share. I have been away for some time, but I am back. While I've been away, I just tried to make better videos, but then because I don't understand very well, it has taken a while before I post. But I am back. And I am not back with the greatest news. Okay, I'm back with great news because I'm here, I'm alive, I am well, I thank God. But also, things have happened. And so I'm here to just share and encourage someone, or maybe just let someone know some one or two things about what I have gone through, but also to get to know how you guys have been um, throughout the festive season, what you've been about, and if you've had fun and enjoyed, Yeah, so eh, hey, the story is quite tragic and not the best story, but we still have a testimony, and we thank God for that. So I have decided to come out here because I took some time to try and see if there are people who are aware in this country and around Africa, people who are aware of the condition I suffered, and I saw that there's no much information about it. So I am coming out to try and just inform people that there are things like that exist, and also to just help myself get over it, because it makes you quite anxious, and you know it's trauma, and it's something that maybe when you share more, it gets to go away. So this is what I suffered from. So the condition is called pulmonary embolism, which before then I didn't know about anything like that, and also many people didn't know about it. And pulmonary embolism is a condition where you are diagnosed with clots in your lungs and heart, and mostly it is not something that is identified early. Most people just get it as a shocker, and so that is what it was diagnosed. And I just want to thank God, because it is not a sickness that gives you time to get treatment, but He allowed me to get myself to the hospital, and I am here. I can talk, I can walk, I can breathe, I can eat, and I am grateful. So this is how it started. Okay, so I just started feeling like shortness of breath, uneasy, um dizzy. I feel tired, kwanza tired. I was so tired. I tried to climb stairs. I got to the second one. I was like, how unfit am I? Like, you just try to climb common, very simple stairs, and then you're so tired. And of course, the way we normally just ignore things, I ignored, and I was like, probably I'm just tired, or maybe I'm just unfit because I've not done exercises for a long time. So I ignored it the first day. And then the second day, it was too much. I could not, it was not ignorable. Like, you cannot just ignore it. You cannot breathe. I literally was just trying to look for air everywhere, and the air was not there. And tiredness. I am trying to just do something very simple, and it could not just allow me to do that. So I felt like, no, this is not normal. Let me go to the hospital and see what's going on. But I didn't think like it's a big thing. I was like probably maybe a blood shortage or something, just something simple, or pregnancy. Something simple that did not involve the scaring part of the entire situation. And so I tried to walk to go to hospital, and I couldn't. That's when I was like, no, this is something. And so I went to the clinic near me, and the lady said, no, this one you have to find a bigger chemist or somewhere bigger to get your blood test and stuff like that. And so I went to the hospital now, and getting there was so hard. When I think about it right now, it's like God was just counting hours for me to just push myself to get help. Because if I delayed this, my thinking, even for an hour, maybe it could have gone like the other way. So I get to the hospital just the normal way, but I felt like this is something serious. So the way I was talking to the doctor, I was like, just test anything testable in this world, because you cannot tell me I have nothing at my blood comes out and there's nothing or something like that. And so the doctor actually was looking at me weirdly, because my heart was racing too fast. You could just feel it from the outside. And then I was so tired and uneasy and dizzy. I could not even walk straight. I was just holding myself to the walls as I walked. And so the doctor was quite nice. She did a lot of tests, like 8, 9 tests. And so I had to wait for lab results, and that took a while. And so as I was waiting, the breathlessness, you know, increased. The tiredness was so much. But we had to wait for the test. And then the tests come out. This girl that was so happy the previous day, actually, I had gone for a Christmas party. I thought I was healthy. And so the results come out, and it looks serious because everyone is just up and down. And they're like, they did not tell me straight what it was, because they had just done blood test, and the blood test showed that there was a clot somewhere. And it was not just a small clot, because they do experience people who have clots, but this one, there was something weird about it. So they were everywhere looking for nurses to take me. The ambulance is being prepared. And at that moment, you don't, I wasn't even asking so many questions. I was just shocked. Funny, what is it? And because they are not so clear about the diagnosis, they didn't want to speculate. So they just told me, there's something we've seen in your blood, like an infection, but we want to take you to the other hospital to refer you now for something called CTRP or something like that. It's a scan for the respiratory system that determines if there's a clot in the heart or in the lungs or anywhere around the respiratory area. So I got into the ambulance, and in this moment, the breathing is getting worse and worse. And I couldn't talk, but at least I could. I texted few people. I texted one or two people before my phone actually went off, and told them, hey, I've gotten to the hospital, this is how I'm feeling, and just in case I am in this hospital. And then we went and did the CTRP. CTP or CTPR, something like that. And now that's when I realized that this is not a joke anymore, because we were supposed to go back to the other hospital. That's where I was admitted for, to be treated for the condition. But after the CT scan, the RP, whatever, now I had to be admitted in this now referral hospital. And hey, it was a night that I don't know. I remember a little, but it was a night that you'd say I almost went to heaven, you know. So I asked them what was going on, because everyone was just up and down, or doctors doing consultations, because it was at night around 11 or somewhere like that. So some doctors came from home, or I don't know, doctors on call from where. And so I saw that this is too serious. And then all of a sudden I'm told you're going to be admitted, not admitted to the ward, like admitted to the ICU. I'm still, I can see, I can talk. I was still okay, not so okay, but I could see what they are doing. They were talking, they were removing blood samples everywhere. I don't know, arterial. There's something they did that was worse than anything, removing artery blood, blood from the artery for tests. And those things were so painful. The injections were so many that at some point I just got too used to it. I see someone with a sample bag. I'm like, where do you want to remove? Where? This time, where is it? And then I am just like that. I am admitted to the ICU. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is now where my journey started. And I wanted to just stay here until I tell you the entire ordeal and how I am recovering now, because it's going to be a journey. It's not a quick recovery. It takes some time, but by the grace, God has helped me so much. Even the things, the durations the doctor give you, they say in this week you cannot even walk for more than 5 minutes. But those things are not what is happening. God is just quickening things up, and He's helping me in so many ways. Of course, there's so much anxiety and thoughts, and you think, what if, what if, because of this many things they tell you to be careful about. So you're always anxious. But because the grace is sufficient, I feel like this journey is going to be not the way the doctors think it always is. It's going to be shorter, and I'm going to get full recovery. They're not going to be, they say there's recurring clothes and stuff like that. Things like that will not happen, because God already removed me from what even the doctors thought is rare, and in rare cases people come out of. But because I'm here, I feel like this is going to be a great journey, and I want to walk it with you. So stay tuned, click your notification buttons, so that whenever I post the next episode, from the day I was admitted to the ICU, I was aware. It's not like I was in like unconscious. No, I was seeing things. I knew what was happening. I could, at some point I was just talking, so I know that I can talk you through the journey, and also tell you the things to look out for a condition like this, because it can catch anyone, whether you're young, whether you're old. Everyone is at risk of getting this condition. And so I would love for me to help someone know the indicators of this particular disease, and maybe get help before it is too late, because they say many people don't get help. They die, and then after dying, then the doctors can now, they now figure out this was what happened. And also the condition don't give you so much time, hati kama venye unaweza kuwa unaumwa na tumbo, you umwa today and tomorrow and the next day, giving you time to think whether you can go to hospital or not. This condition does not give you the time to think whether you will go to hospital or not. It also doesn't give you time to wait for the condition to be worse before you go to hospital. So I think my one or two things I'll share might give you insights for your parents. They say mostly the people who are uh, most at risk are the elderly, or people who have gone through surgery and other things, or people who travel a lot or sit for a long time. Those are the indicators, or the people who are at risk of getting this illness. Okay, I want to leave you for today. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.